Ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm welcome to our friend, Darrell Dominguez.
Thanks, Jeff. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. Good morning, everyone. It's truly an honor to stand before you today at this Memorial Day ceremony as we recognize 250 years of American freedom and reflect on our theme, their sacrifice, our legacy. As Jeff mentioned, I'm a proud United States Navy veteran, business owner. I own a Farmers Insurance Agency here on the north side in Pueblo. Like many veterans, I carry memories of service that shaped the rest of my life. I served honorably in the United States Navy as a petty officer at Naval Air Station Cecil Field. Those years taught me lessons about discipline, accountability, teamwork, sacrifice that have guided me every day since I left active duty. But Memorial Day is not about me. It's about those who never came home. It is about the brave men and women who raised their hands, swore an oath, and gave everything so the rest of us could live freely. And this year, as America celebrates 250 years of freedom, we are reminded that freedom did not happen by accident. It was earned, it was protected, defended, paid for generation after generation by ordinary Americans willing to do extraordinary things. For 250 years, Americans have answered the call, from the Revolutionary War to today's modern conflicts, from the beaches of Normandy to the mountains of Afghanistan. From ships at sea to airfields around the world, Americans have stood watch, so liberty could endure. And every generation has had its heroes. Some were famous, most were not. Most were young men and women who simply believed in something bigger than themselves. That is the heart of Memorial Day. The phrase, their sacrifice, our legacy, reminds us that freedoms that we enjoy today are directly connected to the sacrifices that are made by those who served before us. Their sacrifice gave us the ability to worship freely, to speak openly, to build businesses, raise families, vote, disagree, dream, pursue opportunity, to live in the greatest nation the world has ever known. That legacy belongs to all of us now. The question is, what are we going to do with it? When I served in the Navy, I quickly learned that service is not just about wearing a uniform. It is about responsibility. It's about putting mission and team before yourself. It is about understanding that your actions affect the people that are around you. So in the military, you learn very quickly that nobody succeeds alone. You rely on the person that is beside you. You trust your training. You honor your commitments. And you learn to lead by example. Those lessons stayed with me long after my military service ended. So after leaving the Navy, I spent more than four decades in business, leadership, sales, operations, management, including national and international roles with companies like General Motors. Over the years, I managed teams, developed operations, trained employees, worked across the country, and eventually became the owner of Dominguez Insurance Agency here in Pueblo, Colorado. But I can honestly say this: the most important leadership lessons I've ever learned did not come from any boardroom. They came from the United States Navy, because the military teaches you something America still desperately needs today. Character matters, integrity matters, accountability matters, service matters, and sacrifice matters. We live in a time people sometimes take freedom for granted because they've never had to fight for it personally. But veterans understand something very different. We understand that freedom is fragile. We understand that there are Americans buried in cemeteries around the world who never got the opportunity to grow old, raise children, start their careers, or enjoy retirement because those to defend this country instead. Think about that for a moment. Every time we have a barbecue this Memorial Day weekend, maybe we go to a ball game, maybe we go on a road trip, graduation party, open a business. Every dream that was pursued exists because someone stood in harm's way for America. That is why Memorial Day matters. As we celebrate 250 years of American freedom, I believe we also have the responsibility to teach the next generation what that freedom cost. Young Americans need to know that liberty is not guaranteed. It must be protected. It must be preserved, earned again and again by citizens willing to stand up for this country and for each other. That responsibility does not belong only to the military. It belongs to all of us. We honor the fallen not only with ceremonies, flags, and speeches, but by living worthy of their sacrifices, by being good citizens, serving our communities, helping our neighbors, mentoring young people, building strong families, acting with integrity. Preserve the values that have made America exceptional in the first place. That is how we carry forward their legacy. I often reflect on how fortunate I've been in my own life. The Navy gave me direction, it gave me discipline, it gave me confidence, it gave me opportunities, and it gave me a lifelong appreciation for the men and women who wear the uniform of the United States Armed Forces. To my fellow veterans here today, thank you for your service. To the families of the fallen, thank you for your sacrifice, because families serve too. Behind every service member is a mother, a father, a spouse, a sibling, a child, or a friend who also carried the burden of service. And to Gold Star families especially, we can never fully repay what they have given this nation. But we can promise you this: we will remember, we will honor, and we will never forget. As America enters its 250th year, I sincerely remain optimistic about our future because I believe the American spirit is still strong. I see it in our veterans. I see it in our small business owners. I see it in our first responders. I see it in our teachers, workers, volunteers, community leaders who still believe in service, sacrifice, and responsibility. Those values built America, and those values will sustain America for the next 250 years. So today, let us remember those who made the ultimate sacrifice. Let us honor their courage. Let us protect the freedoms they fought to preserve. And let us live in a way that proves their sacrifice was not in vain, because their sacrifice truly is our legacy. May God bless our fallen heroes. May God bless our veterans and their military families. And may God continue to bless the United States of America. And thank you for being here today.
Great words.
Thank you, sir.